How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video on MTG Ownage. Today we are once again doing the most annoying deck in Standard, and all you really need to have in your deck to be the most annoying deck in Standard is Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven. So everything else is just icing on the cake, so to speak. But anyways, what we're going to do is basically steal your creatures and sacrifice them to get food tokens, and we can also steal your creatures, and if they're black, we'll sack them to draw a card. We'll also get to draw a card with Midnight Reaper. There's only one Reaper in here. I thought about adding more, but it felt like I was drawing too many anytime I added more than one. And we also got some Murderous Riders, some Active Treasons to steal the bigger boys. Heraldic Banner, which I think is pretty good because I call black with it. And these Cauldron Familiars are now 2/1s, and they never go away. And it's a lot better. So kind of an odd card in there I'm sort of trying out. Also, we got Rankle in here. He's amazing. Another great sacrifice outlet if you steal a creature, attack with Rankle, and you call that each player sacks a creature and you sack their creature. Cavalier Knight, another one you can steal their creature and sack to proc his little destroy ability. Nixilis the Hate Twisted, yet another thing we can kill one of our creatures with to draw 2 cards. So that's pretty cool. Sir Conrad, of course, is just amazing. I should probably have 2 of him in here, but I'm out of slots. And a couple Lilianas, a couple of Reaper of Knights. He's sort of an odd thing. It's mostly for the discard and the late game play. So he might not make the late game cut, but basically I was going to add a couple Mind Rots just to be super annoying, and I ended up putting in Reaper of Night instead because he is at least a creature if they have no cards in hand. And of course we got a Drill Bit and a Davriel and a bunch of lands, 24 lands to be exact. And we're running some odd things like 1 Order of Midnight. This is really just to get things back from the graveyard and proc some more stuff. Alright, let's get to it. Piper the Swarm. You can also steal your creatures. Also, if you can create rats, you can sack them to draw cards or get that food you need. And we're still running Carnival Carnage because, well, it's just an annoying card to play against. So all of our discard is a 4-drop. That's notable. It's not exactly easy for us to get to our big discard stuff. Well, I guess the single pickoffs are a little cheaper, but so let's get to it. Let's do some games and see how it goes. Oh, I considered doing music in these videos is hard to get right. I'm starting to realize because, well, YouTube's free music is not very good. There are a few good songs here and there, but if I just kind of pick songs the whole time, it's going to end up being mostly garbage, I think. So I don't know about doing music. I might occasionally do some music if everything's feeling a little too slow or whatever, but for the most part, I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'm just going to kind of pound out the video and see where it goes. So we got a Cauldron Familiar. What we really need here is, I guess we play our Fabled Passage, because we don't really need another mana. And we will get a Swamp. Yeah, we'll pass here. We really need a Witch's Oven at this point. So what happens if we don't get a Witch's Oven? I don't know. We really just kind of need one. Alright, this is all good. Things are looking good here. So he's going to send everything here. And what I think I'm going to do here is just go ahead and, let's see. I think we'll go ahead and block here. And the reason being is we can just pop 1 damage onto him and finish him off. And that'll be amazing. And then we won't have to worry about him getting his counters and getting buff. And it looks like we drew a Swamp. That's a really good draw. And we can play our Midnight Reaper here. And hopefully we draw a Witch's Oven. Please, give me a Witch's Oven. I need it so bad with Claim the Firstborn and Active Treason. But, like I was just showing in the deck list, there are other sack outlets. Oh boy, that's a big night. Good night. Yeah, no blocks. He's got First Strike. That's a real pickle. We'll enter that tapped. We'll go ahead and swing back. Show him that we mean business. And we'll pass turn here. We're going to sit on our nice spells and hope that he wastes some mana doing something that we can negate. Okay. That's a pretty big butcher there. Pretty good, you know. He sends it, and I'm going to go ahead and give the Fervent Champion the Swift End. Oh, and oh, it is so swift. So swift that I lose 2 life. And we just took a damage and that buffed up. Alright. And looks like we drew exactly what we needed. Another Cauldron Familiar. The perfect chump blocker. Meow. Comes out. I gain a life. You lose a life. Of course I'm going to send in the Midnight Reaper. And I'm going to assume he has 1 removal in his hand, and he'll probably want to do my Midnight Reaper. So I'm also going to drop my Murderous Rider here. Because why not? And things are looking pretty good here. We could use some card advantage somehow. Okay, looks like he's got to be Devil. That's actually okay. He probably should have hit my Reaper because now I get to draw a card. And the engine begins. There's another Blood Crypt. Plenty of lands this game. We only really need about 5, 6 at the most. And then we're kind of done on the lands. Okay, so we can go ahead and put this into play tapped. And let's see here. If his Butcher dies, he's going to kill my Reaper. I don't really want that to happen, so I'm going to go ahead and pass turn. And we'll see what he does. And we'll just sit on our excellent spells of major advantage. Well, these two aren't that much of an advantage unless we have a way to sack. So the Dreadhorde Butcher would be an excellent thing to thieve because we can steal it and then it does damage equal to its power when we get rid of it somehow. So we're going to have to sit here for a while and just kind of see what he does. Looks like he's going to send in the Butcher. This is fine for me because I can block with my Familiar and draw a card, and hopefully I get what I need. One card. Oh, there it is. There's the Witch's Oven. I think we're in good shape here now. Should be in excellent shape. So we'll go ahead and play the Witch's Oven. And now's the time he should probably just go ahead and scoop, because we're going to play a Claim the Firstborn, and his Firstborn is a Dreadhorde Butcher. What a cute baby. Oh, that's your Firstborn? So adorable. Where'd he go to college? Is he growing up strong? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling. Oh, there's a concede. That's what I would do too, given the situation, given the board state, given knowing what kind of cards I have in my deck. I'm such a dick. Welcome to Dick's Card 3. Let's go. Let's play some more games. Let's play a few more. Don't forget to do something to show this video some support. I'd really appreciate it. It means a lot. I don't want to stop doing this. This is fun. This is easy mode for me, kind of. Well, it depends. It's also kind of stressful, so there's that. But okay, we'll see what we can do. I'm not sure if it's going to play out that well, to be honest, because I'm just not doing anything until turn 3. It looks like he's going to pump out the weenies and whittle down my life total real quick here. But we'll see. We'll see. I could really use another steal a thing. Okay, there's a Seraph of the Scales. That's actually a little dangerous, but hopefully we draw some more awesome things. Alright, looks like we drew a Swamp. That's okay for now. Not the best thing ever, but also we're dead. We are very dead. So there's nothing we can really do to live here other than sit on our Murderous Rider, sack our Witch's Oven thingy, and hope for the best. So we'll go ahead and pass turn here. Another one gone. I don't remember exactly how the song goes. It looks like he gets a little Afterlife proc. That's what this deck could use, some Afterlife. I don't know if there's anything really worth Afterlife, you know. And oh, I forgot to sack my thing for life. That's okay. I was dead anyway. There was no way I was going to deal with that board. Okay, very good. Alright, so we'll go ahead and go to our next game. That one was a little rough. He had a fast start. Our cards were not quite dicky enough. This is a bit of a slow deck. It's not exactly top tier or anything, in case you haven't figured that out. Obviously, it's not top tier. There's only like 2 decks that are top tier, and the only people playing them are the ones that blatantly say it in their title, playing championship deck. So if that's what you're here for, well, don't be confused that it isn't what it isn't. I don't know how else to say that. Okay, so this is more of an original deck just to be super annoying to people. I think I'm going to do a quick Piper the Swarm. I'm going to kind of sit on my oven for a little bit in case it's got artifact destruction. And it's so cheap to play that everything is fine. Yeah, we'll do our Piper the Swarm, I guess, here, get a blocker going, and we'll see what we can do. Looks like we're playing against aggro red, the meanest of the decks. And Piper the Swarm apparently really puts a pickle in his game plan because, well, it's a 1-3. And one does not simply attack a 1-1 into a 1-3. Don't worry, he's got plenty of 1-1s. And I have successfully stopped his damage for one round. Okay, we'll go ahead and play that. We'll play a Witch's Oven just to give him a little scare, and we'll go ahead and pass turn. That way we have two abilities ready to tap. We can Liliana's Triumph, or we can create a little rat. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we'll let that one through. That's fine. The Cavalcade is going to be okay for the moment. Looks like he's going to send everything and get some Cavalcade procs. That's okay. So, at least we get to kill a Fervent Champion. It might actually be better to kill a 10 Street Dodger because they can they have super abilities. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go to damage, but before damage, well, anytime actually. Oh, he's going to shock my little dude. Okay, we'll go ahead and create a rat. And we will also go ahead and sack the... Actually, we won't sack it. Because if we sack it, then it won't kill his Fervent Champion. So we're going to go ahead and let this die. Oh, no, it won't. He's got first strike. So the first strike will end up killing it. We'll go ahead and sack it because, no, we wouldn't be able to kill it back. Well, at least we got a little rat and a food token out of that, so that's not too bad. Things could be worse. Things could be better. So, well, now we're in a bit of a pickle because we're getting low on health total. So we're going to have to kill this Fervent Champion with a Murderous Rider. And I think we're done here. Done as in, I think we're actually going to lose. Aggro is pretty hard for this deck to deal with. But he is down to 0 cards in hand, and I'm still at 12 life. So, uh-oh. And now I should have saved my Murderous Rider. I should have used my Liliana's Triumph. Mistakes were made. I really need to claim the Firstborn. That would help me stabilize a ton. I could probably actually win if I top decked a claim the Firstborn. But looks like he's not attacking this round, so that's nice. We got a second Witch's Oven. That's not actually that helpful yet. But we can play a Murderous Rider. Oh god, we're dead. That Chandra's Spitfire is going to attack us for a buttload, and I think that's going to be the end of the game. We'll see what he does here, and I don't know why I'm sticking around. I should just concede. We'll see what he does. And now he can buff him one more with his Castle Ember. Okay, we're out of here. That was a rough go. I could have actually lived that turn, but that's okay. We'll go to the next game. And what I'm starting to see here is this deck is just a little too slow to handle anyone who is dropping first turn early creatures. I guess it would be fine if I got Witch's Oven and claimed the Firstborn, but I don't seem to get those consistently. That's just not how Magic works, apparently. For me, I only get the one-offs in my deck. If there's 4, then for some reason I don't get them. Okay, let's play Swamp first and a Cauldron Familiar because we want to be able to swing and drill bit him on the next turn. Oh, actually, you know, I should have just played the Bloodfell Caves. That way I could second turn play the Familiar and then drill bit. But I can still do it this way. This is fine. We'll swing with the Familiar. Let him take the 1 damage. We'll go ahead and give him the drill bit. And we'll see what you get here. See what he's got. What is he playing? Oh, he's got a bunch of thrill possibilities. We want to get rid of this Iron Crack Pyromancer. That's the dangerous one there. And we'll go ahead and drop our Swamp so we can play another Cauldron Familiar. And I don't like this play that much because the Bloodfell Caves, well, they're going to ruin my next turn. But it could be worse. Oh, and he drew another one. So that's not the worst thing ever because, well, what could he really do? He can do 3 damage to me. I'm going to Murderous Ride the thing eventually. And we should be good there. Is this an instant? Yeah, it's an instant. And he's got a... How many of those did he draw? He just drew 2 right after I made him discard 1? Interesting. Okay, so, well, we've gotten ourselves into a bit of a sticky situation here. That's an 800 number calling my phone. I'm going to nope right out of that. For some reason he didn't block one. I guess maybe he's given up on life. He's got so many Iron Crag Pyromancers. He top decked 2 right after I made him discard 1. So that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. And he's going to ping something. He's probably going to ping a familiar. That's perfect. That's kind of what I wanted. I really hope I draw a land. Please draw a land. Oh my god, that's not a land. Okay. But it's pretty close. It's still pretty good. I think he's just going to keep pinging stuff by drawing cards and pinging stuff. So I think our thing to do here is to keep playing creatures. So we'll go ahead and just get our Cauldron Familiar back and be happy about that. Yep. And looks like he's got an effect to play in response, which is going to proc his Iron Crag thingamajigger. So we really need something to steal this and kill it. I mean, we got a thing to steal it. We need something to kill it. So yet another replication of last game where we have what we need, but we're just missing 1 card. And it allows our opponent to kind of just take over because it's too late. There's the 1 card we need. It's way too late now, I think. He's got 4 cards in hand. We've got some things we could do, but none of them are really that strong. Anything I do, he's just going to kill it with the Iron Crag. So I think my best choice here is to just have him discard a couple cards and hope that helps us out. It's going to make his Crackling Drake a little bigger, but you know, what can you do? You gotta make some tough choices. Radical idea. He's got the Royal Scions. And we're basically just not drawing what we need at this point. So what this tells me is I need to make my deck. I need to put 8 Witches Ovens in my deck. So I don't know if that's legal or not. Actually, it's not. I'm just mad. I'm slightly triggered here. By drawing everything but what I need, basically. So I don't really know what I'm supposed to do about that here. Anything I can play, he can kill with his Iron Crag Pyromancer, and I have no way to kill the Iron Crag Pyromancer because he drew so goddamn many in a row by sheer luck, and I can't get a Witch's Oven to just sack it, which would be easy. This game could be easy. This game should be easy. But nope, lo and behold, luck is not on our side. I don't know, I'll just play some stuff. Whatever, here. We'll play some stuff and pass turn. Here you go. Here's another one. Here's another one. Whenever the client lets me. Here's a weird thing to think about. Okay, so when you're playing real Magic, sitting down across from someone and playing 1v1, shuffling takes forever. And when you're playing in this client, it's auto shuffle. You don't have to sit there and shuffle ever, right? Okay, so there's a little bit of time sink in real life with the shuffle, but there's a little bit of time sink in this client with prompting for every little tiny thing, whereas when you're sitting down across from somebody, you can just say, I'm doing this, and it's done. You don't have to walk through every little tiny step unless the person's really new and doesn't understand how it works. So both have their advantages and disadvantages, and I think they end up taking approximately the same time, because walking through every little tiny step ends up taking a lot of time. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get out of this game. That was misery. We actually had a pretty good start. We just really needed a Witch's Oven. So it seems to be pretty critical for us to draw this Witch's Oven. Or maybe we need more removal. I don't know. We got rid of 2 of those Pyron Crag things. But maybe we need ways to get rid of even more. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in here a 4th Murderous Rider, and maybe that'll help a little because things are sucking balls right now, basically. And this is probably going to be our last game of the day, and let's see if we can be super annoying to our opponent and steal all his stuff and sack it and yada yada yada. Oh, you know what? I had Rankle in my hand last turn, but the problem is I didn't have mana to play Rankle along with Acclaim the Firstborn. I just didn't, he just had too fast of a start. This is a fuck. We'll play the Blood Crypt tap first. That's fine. We'll do the Fabled Passage on 4th turn. That way we get an untapped land. That would be superb. And here we are playing yet another fast deck. Seems to be a gazillion of these, and here we are playing lands and passing turn. So looks like we're probably going to have another really rough game. I'm going to save the Murderous Rider for something super devastating. Yeah, I think I've already lost actually. So we'll play our Mountain, we'll play our Midnight Reaper, and we'll pass turn. And we'll probably get a shock here, take a damage, take 4 more damage. So we can expect to go down to 13 or less this turn, maybe even 12. Nope. Maybe even 11 if he buffs this up Mentor. But no, he's got a runaway Steam Can. He's got other plans. And he's still going to do the shock. And I'm still going to go down to, was it 11 or something? And now I've got some great cards for stealing things and sacking them. However, I don't have the other stuff I need. So once again, we are just totally screwed by RNG pretty much. And yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles. And that's the way it keeps crumbling. It doesn't matter how annoying of cards you play. If your RNG is just terrible, you lose. I could be playing 4 Okos, 4 Gilded Gooses, 4 Wicked Wolves, 4, I don't know, whatever else. Now, this is actually really good, but we're just dead, so it doesn't matter. So we'll go ahead and play a Murderous Rider here. And we'll see what happens. We're dead. I don't know why I'm trying. Well, let's see what he does. Can we play against one deck that doesn't drop first turn everything? That doesn't have their entire hand out by turn 3? Seems to be rough. Alright, so we can block this guy. He's going to Mentor something. Okay. Yep, block here. Mentor, Mentor. Hey, we're at 1. How are we ever going to survive? We're not. We're not. Okay, so now the question is, what do I need to change about this deck to make it better? It obviously went very terribly there. I'm only in gold ranks, so there's what this tells me is there's basically no chance of me ranking up with this deck because I just lost 3 in a row to aggro decks, and that's all you see constantly over and over. I need to turn that alarm off. I don't care. All right, so yeah, what do I need to change here? I think I need to drop Order of Midnight. Order of Midnight seems notably useless, and I need some more fast creatures, some more things on the board. Well, see, now I'm really biased after these set of matches against how do I beat mono red. But the thing is, you don't actually see mono red all the time. It seems like as soon as you set your deck up for mono red, you just stop seeing mono red. But in these particular matches, I saw mono red twice. Then I saw that annoying white deck that dropped its whole board right away. So I think what I probably need is Black Lance Paragon. Yeah, that would actually be really good. Okay, so we're going to put in, I don't know, we'll just put in all 3 of these here. And the next time we play, you guys will get to see what this deck looks like with the new changes. If you have any more changes you would like to see, go ahead and suggest those in the comments below. And, well, you guys are the best. If you got this far, thank you very much. I appreciate you a ton. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we'll do some more magic stuff. Let me know what you want to see. I'm considering doing some commander deck techs and asking some friends if they want to participate in showing off some of their decks and their trains of thought. So let me know if you want to see some of that commander stuff. And until then, we'll keep playing annoying decks and trying to smash our opponents. But we'll get swarmed by mono red and stuff. All right, I'm out. Peace.